how is the White House defending its economic protectionism amid concerns about global market volatility?
Well, we have discussed it here before and also elsewhere in other TVs and newspapers, etc. The simple effect of raising tariff of a country, other countries' imports to my country, means that that country's imports will be diverted, will be lessened, will be squeezed. But this country also will continue with some imports, in this case the US, and the US consumers, importers, will pay more for the imports of those things. It simply means that the US becomes less benefited, and there is going to be inflation, which Donald Trump committed that he will reduce, and he cannot do that. So, this is a foolish policy. But interestingly, I should also like to, you might not have missed, this noon there was a scroll news shown by the BBC that America says it may reduce it from 50% to 25%
Yes.
if you stop importing Russian oil.
Yes.
That is a childish play. No sensible government with self-respect will do this, and nor will India perhaps. So, this is a childish way of doing things. This is not going to be of any use, but then I do not know where he is leaving. Now, American inflation is going up. There will be reduction in productivity, that is GDP and all those things. So, this country with Donald Trump's policy cannot sustain for long. And a CDC, the lady, another one, the lady was sacked, the governor, yes. And another one appointed by him and got the Senate's approval, and he was sacked 3 weeks after.
But I have a news that the political implications of the lawsuit filed by Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook against the Trump administration.
It is, Trump has no legal authority to do it. So, lawfully it will be dismissed, set aside by the court, but America being what it is nowadays, it will go up to the Supreme Court, and the obliging Supreme Court, all domestic people of the present president will perhaps uphold these illegal things in a legal way. That is what I am afraid of.
Very confident on his particular issues. My question is how Bangladesh can take advantages on the decision of Trump administration imposing 50% tariffs on buying Russian oils. Bangladesh can take huge advantage on exporting. Do you have any advice to the government of Bangladesh?
Yeah, there are certain things that one should not publicly gloat over. But the simple reason is that America's 50% duty, America is Indian. India is a direct competitor with governments, as is Vietnam, as is Turkey, and they all have been charged with higher rates of duty for export of government items. So, Bangladesh cannot take any advantage. Bangladesh is automatically blessed with advantages here, but in return Bangladesh had to commit to buy 25 planes, Boeing. Whether we need it or not, it will be the quid pro quo, as they say. That would be the purchase from them, and they will give us this opportunity. We have 15%. So, there would be automatically some benefits of our export of garments and certain other goods. And also NBR has made duties for America for certain items, American export. NBR has made a special order for reducing duties for them. This is absolutely unlawful, but NBR has done it, and nobody questions, because the WTO exists only in name. Now it is not they are lawful,
not functional.
They have done it, and some of them, very big, I don't name here, told me, we have done this for America. I said, you have done absolutely illegally. He said, yes, we know.
You were the part of policy making of taxation, customs, port dealings, land acquisitions, which is very required for the foreign direct investors. My question is, do you realize that our policies are not yet friendly to invite foreign direct investment into Bangladesh? Though we have 7 USPs, we have 3 deep sea ports, we have the cheapest labor, land is still available, power and gas is available, we have a big market of 180 million people, we are the neighboring country of the world's largest population, where we need to go only by walk. Even why Bangladesh's failure on FDI?
the whole world is not conspiring against Bangladesh. No, they have no business to ensure that foreign direct investment does not come here. The reason lies within ourselves.
Yes.
First of all, simple thing is when they come with people come with money to invest here, he is an investor. He wants to make sure that there would be some handsome profit on his investment, and there is a long or at least mid-term sight that it will go on like that. Now, if you consider Bangladesh, it may be profitable for some things, but think of the political instability. These all this political instability and quarrels and roads are being blocked and all those, the foreigners view it as unstable country.
Yes.
So, they will first of all not come with any investment here. That nullifies the possibility. And then if you invest now, they invest now, it might be set on fire as it has been done here. If you remember Bata at the first instance, Bata's contribution, the Bata company's contribution from abroad in 1971 was enormous for Bangladesh's liberation, and that Bata company shops have been set on fire.
Yes.
Those who have set it on fire do not know it, but what has happened? So, people do not think that we are rational, we are gentle, or we are still fit to run a country. I am not trying to vilify anyone, but the people, well,
China doesn't engage itself to war, but China is in trade war. They are invading almost all over the world to introduce their business. Sir, what do you see? Do you see China's dominance in the world trade market?
well, China has not literally invaded any country with arms.
With trade.
They have with goods, services. If they can supply the goods at a cheaper rate with good quality and give the services at a cheaper rate with good quality, any country will buy it. And that is what is happening with Chinese expertise. When China first flew its own commercial plane in their own country to show, we were taken aback. They have also made a plane. Now, China has everything. You see, Donald Trump was very angry and annoyed with China and would make no secret of it. But now he is also pampering China to be with them. Because if China at least takes away those loans, 3 trillion or something of American goods, so America would be flooded with inflation and all that. So, they are pampering China, and China is taking advantage, very cool-headed. So, China has the capacity and the way to know how to utilize that capacity.